What if I told you the most dangerous thing AI ever did wasn't take your job? It wasn't hack your bank account. It wasn't launch a missile. It was something quieter, something you didn't even notice. It made you forget how to think. It didn't happen overnight. Nobody woke up one morning and said, "You know what? I'm done thinking. AI can do it." It was slower than that. It started politely. A student stopped struggling through a math problem because the AI solved it in 0.3 seconds. A writer stopped staring at a blank page because the AI wrote the first paragraph. A doctor stopped memorizing drug interactions because the app already knew. And honestly, it felt great. Why wrestle with a problem when a machine could just answer it? This is called cognitive offloading, and humans have always done it. We outsourced memory to books, navigation to maps, arithmetic to calculators. Every tool we invented took something out of our heads so we could put something better in. That was the deal. But here's where the story gets dark. What happens when the tool doesn't just store your thoughts, but starts replacing them? In 2011, a neuroscientist named Betsy Sparrow ran an experiment. She gave people trivia questions, but told half of them that a computer would save the answers. The result was wild. The people who thought the computer was saving it barely tried to remember it themselves. Their brain essentially said, "Why bother? The machine's got it." Scientists called this the Google effect. Your brain is lazy. Gloriously, strategically lazy. It conserves energy wherever it can. That's not a flaw. That's genius. But, and this is the critical but, when your brain stops practicing a skill, it starts losing that skill. Use it or lose it. That's not a motivational poster. That's neuroscience. And now, we've handed AI not just our memory, but our judgment. We ask AI what to eat, who to date, what career to choose, how to feel about things. And the scary part isn't that AI answers. The scary part is that we stopped asking ourselves first. Here's what researchers are actually worried about. Not Terminator, not robot wars, intellectual atrophy. In 2018, a study found that pilots who relied heavily on autopilot were losing their manual flying skills, sometimes dangerously so. They called it automation complacency. You trust the machine so deeply, you stop watching, stop questioning, stop knowing how it works. Now scale that to everything. Lawyers who don't understand law because AI drafts every contract. Doctors who can't diagnose without an algorithm. Engineers who can't solve problems without a prompt. And here's the terrifying twist nobody talks about. AI doesn't just affect what you remember, it affects how you think. When you struggle with a hard question, your brain builds new pathways. It strengthens your ability to handle ambiguity, uncertainty, nuance. When AI answers before you struggle, that growth just doesn't happen. You don't become smarter by consuming answers. You become smarter by wrestling with questions. And slowly, quietly, we're forgetting what wrestling feels like. But wait, before you throw your phone into a lake and move to a forest, let me give you the twist. The danger isn't AI. The danger is passive AI use. There's a massive difference between asking AI to think for you and using AI to think better. One turns your brain into a passenger, the other turns it into a pilot. The people who will thrive in the AI age, they're not the ones who use AI most. They're the ones who use AI intentionally, as a tool, not a replacement. History's most dangerous invention isn't the one that kills you, it's the one that makes you forget you ever needed to survive. So here's your question. And I mean your question, not AI's. When was the last time you sat with a hard problem and refused to Google it? When was the last time you were genuinely bored and let your mind wander without filling the silence? When was the last time you were wrong about something and had to figure out why? Because that friction, that confusion, that beautiful, maddening struggle, that's not inefficiency. That's you becoming smarter. AI didn't come to replace your mind, but if you're not careful, you might just hand it over anyway. The question was never whether AI would get smarter. It was always whether you would let yourself get weaker.